What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Marvin. We back again with another video. Today's video is going to be a little different, and as you guys have seen, I've been going for 6 months. Thinking about it, it's kind of crazy that I have not been posting when I was supposed to be posting since then. But you know, life gets on the way, things happen, and you're not able to do that no more. I'm planning to get back to being consistent. Who knows how consistent I might be, but I'm trying to just really get back to, you know, posting my life, vlogging videos, and there might be videos just like this one because I feel like, you know, I like to talk about life. I like to talk about different things that motivate me, and I might make a video where I talk about something that relates to your life. There might be people in the comments who relate to me, and you know, back and forth. But the reason I made this video is because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that people, not just people, but myself too included, we look up to so many other people who, you know, they're very wealthy, they're successful what they do, whether it's a clothing brand owner, you know, they have all these cars, all this money, houses, jewelry, watches, all that, you know, and we look up to them and we really want to become like them. But we're so lost in the world right now with the internet fame that we don't really like look at reality for what it is. Some of us are not going to be able to get to that point. Some of us will get to that point, just depending on how much work you put and how strong you are and the type of mindset you carry with yourself. You know, all these people tell you you're going to become successful, you're going to become successful, buy my course and you will make $1 million by the end of the year. Buy my course and you'll make $1,000 your first day, and all this and do that. But they never tell you the truth, which is how draining this is, how depressing this is. There's going to be days where you might not even want to get up, but you have to force yourself to get up. And there's going to be days where you don't feel like you want to do what you do. And there's going to be days where there's going to be things going against you, whether it's just, you know, life, you know, other things get in the way. It's not always going to be easy. Some people have to just grind their ass off to get to that point. Personally, I feel like I've been going through the most for the past couple years. But if I'm being honest, it has not stopped me to get to where I want to be. I'm growing and I'm getting to that point slowly, but I know, you know, I'm a big believer in God as well. So I pray every day. I ask Him to just help me, guide me, and push me through all adversity that I have to go through, because it's not going to be easy. And a lot of people think that success is just gonna come to you. You gotta chase it, you gotta want it, you gotta work for it. Me personally, I feel like sometimes I want to give up. I'm just like over it, like I'm done. Like, you know, you guys have seen, if you watch my other videos, you've seen working at McDonald's is not easy. I might not show, I probably didn't show everything, but there's days where I used to go to work, where I go to work and I'm like, bro, like, what am I doing here? I don't belong here. I know what it feels like to clock in and then go home, and then you don't want to have that type of life, because that same person that is hiring you today can fire you the next day. And that's just how it works. Why would I want to work for somebody who can, you know, cut my hours and just fire me, and then where's my money gonna come from? Like, you're basically going to go homeless. So there's a lot of stuff that I think that we need to focus on. You know what? For example, like, what is the goal? What are you chasing? What is that you want to get out of this? Do you enjoy what you're doing? Are you doing it because you really, really love it and you enjoy doing it, or because you want what it comes with it? I mean, obviously, the human response would be, I need money, I want to have a nice life, I want to have luxury cars, and we all want that, right? But there's not a better feeling than doing something that you really love and you're seeing the results coming from it. You know, I've grown my page from 0 to like almost 50K now, and it took me years to figure it out. It took me times where I would just sit in front of my computer, you know, I would just sit there and cry and just don't know what to do. I'm 22 years old, I'm still very young, but I feel like I'm very behind. And why is that? Because we all look at the social media, you know, we got YouTubers like Quan, TJR, bro, like Brett Scales, and all these type of people that are just coming every single day. There's a new millionaire that is our age, you know, somebody younger than me, probably a little older than me, but it's still between the 23, not 18, 17 age range. And we think like, how are they doing it? what are they doing that I can't do? There's nothing that you can't do that they do. And that's where a lot of us just don't think clear. They just work harder, they put more time into it. They don't show you what they do behind the scenes. Like, you don't know that. They only show you what, like, they get from doing it. You can't get something if you don't work your ass off. You can't get something if you don't go through all the bad things. You know, like, there's people who DM me. I'm not successful at all. I do not consider myself successful. Yes, I'm somewhat like doing good for myself, but I'm not very successful because there's so much else to do for me. You know, and there's people who DM me and they're like, help me out, put me on, you know, what I need to do. I might give you my advice for what worked for me, but it might not work for you. And people get upset and people get mad because you don't want them to hold their hand. Nobody hold my hand. I had to figure it out on my own. You know, nights would always just wake up at 3 in the morning, get on my computer, doing work, and nothing was given to me. And nothing is going to be given to you. Unless, you know, you pray to God and He gives you an opportunity and the opportunity changes your life, then yes. But is it going to happen? Is it going to come with just you sitting down and waiting for the opportunity? Probably not. You got to do something. You got to get up, work, and, you know, focus each day. And there are so many struggles that come with this that sometimes you're just going to be like, damn, like, is it really what I want? Is it really going to work for me? I tried everything. When I tell you I tried everything, I tried every single thing to make money. I used to make beats. I used to make NBA edits, music video edits. Like, I used to, you know, I've tried everything that you can think of to make money. And most of them hasn't worked. Nothing has really worked out for me until I found out about editing, you know, and that's where mainly my money comes from, in social media, you know, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm not longer monetized, but when I was monetized, you know, I made some money from that too. But it's not going to be easy. There's days where you're not gonna want to work. There's gonna be days where you don't feel like doing it. There's gonna be days where you just feel like quitting. My point with this video is really to just, you know, like, sometimes you're gonna feel lost. Sometimes you're not gonna know what to do next. You're not gonna want to keep going. But what it matters is that you keep your mindset and you focus on what you really want. You know, there's gonna be times where you just don't feel like doing it no more. And you spending your money on a course might not get you where you want to be, because whatever worked for them is not gonna work out for you either. You gotta remember that, like, it doesn't matter how much money the course is, whether you spend $500, $1,000, you're not gonna be, you know, why don't you invest that money into your own business and just put yourself out even more? So I know this video is kind of like everywhere, but I just wanted to make like a short video, kind of, you know, and talk about, I guess, what I'm going through right now, which is just mentally drained from everything. But, you know, it's just what it comes with. So, and one day I want to look back to this video and just remember that, you know, whatever I had gone through, it was worth it. So I'm going to try and make vlogs, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But I'm trying to be consistent on all my channels, on Instagram too, Facebook too, and, you know, I'm just trying to post as much as I can. And you guys are going to be the proof. You guys are going to see me get to that point. And if I'm able to achieve it, which I know I will, with the help of God I will, and, you know, I'm going to make sure everybody knows that it's not impossible, that everything is possible. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of like everywhere. I hope it wasn't everywhere, but with that being said, I'll see you guys maybe on the next video, because I don't know when I'm going to post. Yeah.